welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name is Jen and I am a certified nutrition coach and I am on the WW Blue Plan. Today is Friday. It is weigh-in day. We talk all about the WW workshop. I share my weigh-in. We talk about my week. We set some goals for the next week and we set ourselves up for success starting a new week. Make sure you're checking out the description box down below where you'll find my nutrition coaching website. I have several coaching options for you, everything from figuring out your macros, calories, and how to work that into your points to one-on-one coaching. Check out my website down below. There will be something perfect for you. Also in the description box is the links for my favorite things, discount codes that I can offer you, the website where all of my recipes are featured, as well as the link to head over and join my Facebook group. We'd love to have you be part of that amazing community over there. So head on over and join us. If you are new, thank you so much again for clicking on today's video. Make sure you're subscribed and that your notification bell is turned on. I do a weigh-in video every single Friday, so you don't want to miss a single one. Again, give this one a big thumbs up if you are here for these weigh-in videos. And welcome to my office, you guys. And fall decor is in full bloom, so I thought this was the perfect place to film today's video. So let's jump right in. So this week went pretty well for me. If you watched last week's weigh-in video, you know that I set up some pretty lofty goals for the month of September. I stayed within those goals this week. I drank all my water. I did my jazzercise. I stayed within my points and calories. There was one not so fun thing that happened this week, and I'm gonna let you take a wild guess what that might be. That is correct. My favorite time of the month is here. It actually started on Sunday, so we're kind of at the tail end of it, but it's still here, unfortunately. So that always just kind of puts a damper on my week. When it is my time, my favorite time of the month, I am extremely tired and fatigued. That is one effect that I get. I'm also usually very snacky and I'm just kind of blah, just kind of humdrum. So this week was a little bit of a challenge in that aspect, just the motivation to go work out, the motivation to eat right when I'm feeling really snacky, and the motivation to just stay active during the day because I'm so tired and fatigued. But I would say overall, all things considered, I did have a really good week. I am filming this video on Thursday because later today, we are headed to an Airbnb right on Spirit Lake in Idaho for the weekend, a well-needed getaway for my husband and I. We're taking the dogs and we're just going to relax. My plan is to vlog, so you'll definitely see that video coming your way here in the next week or so. So I am actually weighing in one day early this week. I did attend the virtual workshop, not my normal one, but one of the WW virtual workshops right before I sat down to film this video. So let's talk about the topic that was discussed. So this week's topic was called the activity/identity connection. So the basis of this week's topic was a little bit about how we identify ourselves. No matter what hat we're wearing, whether we're a mom, a doctor, a cook, a stay-at-home wife, a pet mom, a dog mom, we all identify ourselves a little bit differently. And we also identify ourselves when it comes to physical activity. Some of us identify ourselves as heavy exercisers. Some of us identify ourselves as non-exercisers or very mild exercisers. And how we look at ourselves, whether it's in our day-to-day life or how we look at ourselves, even when it comes to activity, can really play a big role in how we're identifying ourselves overall. So today we're going to talk about how we can reframe our thinking when it comes to how we identify ourselves when it comes to physical activity or exercise. So I'm going to share 4 tips with you from WW on how to kind of reframe your thinking when it comes to physical activity. Tip number 1. First, we need to think about what is it that we really want to do. We really need to pinpoint and narrow down what type of activity or exercise interests us. Maybe running is your jam. Maybe going to jazzercise like myself is your jam. Or maybe just going downstairs in your basement on the treadmill is perfect for you. Really pinpoint and narrow down what activities or activity you think that you would be most interested in doing. Make sure that what you're selecting is something that fits within your activity range that you are right now, so you can remain consistent. So you cannot just start an activity program and then 3 days later stop that activity. So make sure that it's doable for you in your present state, and make sure it's something that you're looking forward to or something that you're actually going to want to do. Number 2, no matter how small, think of some type of activity you've been successful at in the past. Now, this doesn't have to be running a marathon. This could be simply running down the street after your kids. Maybe walking a little brisker to get your mail at the end of your driveway. Think about things that resonate with you when it comes to being successful in activity. Again, it doesn't have to be a major milestone. It can be just the small things that add up to activity. These past experiences are actually called proof points. Use these proof points to form a new thought based on your past activity evidence. So this is fact, this is evidence of activity that you've done in the past. For example, walking briskly to get your mail at the end of your driveway. You actually did that. It is fact, it is evidence. So use that as a proof point to determine what the next step is in activity for you. Maybe now it's walking briskly around the block rather than just to the end of your driveway to get your mail. Or instead of chasing your kids down the block, maybe taking your kids on a walk or a short jog around your neighborhood. Once you've determined your proof point, make sure that you're repeating it to yourself at least on a daily basis. Whenever you feel like you don't want to go do that activity or you don't want to go exercise, remind yourself that you can do it. You have proof, you have evidence, you have a history of being able to do physical activity. That will help motivate you to get out the door and get on the ball when it comes to the activity that you've set yourself up for. Whether big or small, long or short, any type of intentional movement every single day is so beneficial to not only your health and your weight loss journey, but to your body. It helps you become a leaner, stronger, you get a little bit more endurance, you just become a better overall version physically of yourself. So come up with a new activity to try this week. Try to get at least 30 minutes of intentional movement every single day. Take advantage of times where you can stand instead of sit. Maybe take the long way to the coffee machine if you're in the office, or if you're working from home, make sure you're getting up every hour and maybe just doing a lap around your house. Really think about how this intentional movement can benefit your health journey. I really liked today's topic. I think that it resonates with literally everyone. Sometimes just taking baby steps to get a little bit more movement in every day is all that we can do. And that is awesome. The more baby steps we take, the shorter time it will take before we can take big leaps and bounds when it comes to activity. So let's talk a little bit about my week. Like I said, overall my week went really well, other than my favorite time of the month. Overall, I had a fantastic week. And even though it is that time, when I stepped on the scale today, I lost 1 pound. On the nose, on the dot, I'm an additional pound down. And let me just tell you, past history did not repeat itself. Normally, I gain when it is this time. Normally, I don't lose. Sometimes I can pull off and maintain, but most of the time I actually see an increase on the scale. So I am incredibly proud of myself that I was able to lose, and not just lose, but lose an entire pound during my time of the month, which is a huge accomplishment for me. I am going to attribute this to being consistent in my food, my activity, and just making sure that I'm staying in those September goals that I set for myself. I want to remind you guys again that setting small goals is so important. It keeps you motivated. It's something new and exciting to look forward to each month or each week or however often you choose to set these new goals. So I highly recommend setting some fun goals for yourself for the remaining month of September. I also want to remind you about all of the coaching options that I have for you. So many of you have taken advantage of my new nutrition coaching, which I very much appreciate. I'm so excited to help you reach your health goals. If you haven't, I highly recommend you head over to my website. I'm going to put it right here on the screen for you. There are options for every single person. Most importantly, have me determine your macros, calories, and points if you're on WW, because this is going to give you the foundation to be successful when it comes to choosing the right foods, staying within your points and calories, staying where you need to be nutritionally wise to keep your metabolism revved and going, but still see a loss on the scale. So definitely head over to my nutrition website, reach out with any questions or leave them in the comments. I'd love to coach you and help you reach your goals. Also down in the comments, I want to hear hear from you how your week went. What were your September goals? Did you reach your goals so far in the month of September? How was your weigh-in? Did you gain? Did you lose? What do you think about having some intentional movement every day and setting some small goals when it comes to activity or exercise? I promise, once you get started, it becomes a habit. Truly, it does. And I know people say that all the time, but you crave your workout, you crave your exercise after you've developed a habit. So I highly recommend just taking those baby steps and getting started when it comes to exercise. Also, if you are new, again, make sure that you are subscribed and your bell is turned on so you don't miss a single video. I do these weigh-ins every Friday, so you don't want to miss out. Check out that description box. Thumbs up this video. It really means a lot to me and helps kind of get my channel out into the YouTube world. And again, thank you guys so much for spending a little bit of time with me today. When you guys see this video, I will be relaxing at the lake. I can't wait. And of course, I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's grocery haul. Have a wonderful Friday. Bye, friends.